Hello, this is going to be a top 5 favorite Hoyas of the Splash variety. So this was actually kind of difficult for me because I really do enjoy Splashy Hoyas, and I feel like quite a few Hoyas and Hoyas in my collection, they kind of just, they're dark veined, they're splashy, they're big leaf, they're small leaf, they're crusty, like they're in the Carnosa family. They just span a few universes. So it's like, and then that kind of makes them like top favorite Hoyas in general that I always want to talk about. But I know that I should really show variety. I have more than, like 10 Hoyas. So it's some of these that are in the favorite, it's hard because they're in multiple favorite categories just because I love them so much. So I thought that I would try to show variety because, I do have more than just one favorite Hoya, but I keep, talking about a few all the time in my mind. So the first one we're going to talk about that I don't generally address, this is they're all Hoyas. This is the chicken farm. So I really, it's in the dark vein category. So we're already starting off there. This is going to be, and I think this is one of the crusty kind of Hoyas. So this right here, it's in 3 categories already, but I thought that I would save this for the splashy kind because it's really pretty. I also feel like I don't give it enough attention, which makes me trying to figure out which Hoyas that I wanted for this category made me realize because my Hoyas are in clusters around the house, and so I realized that maybe I should spread them out, like some of them, not all of them, but that way it can just help instead of just seeing the wall of Hoya. And I'll just keep showing you this. So instead of just showing or seeing a wall of Hoya and seeing 1 or 2 standout Hoyas of that collection, of that cluster, that maybe I should spread them out more to help see. Because this is a really interesting splash. Like I said, this does a few different things, and I love it. So this is the chicken farm. It doesn't get enough attention. But then if I spread my Hoyas out, then it's harder to water. But then another one that was in this same area, which I knew. Like, I've been staring at this. I'm like, I'm going to make it a favorite. I love this thing. One of the problems, this is the ETS10 Splash Silver. So it's a small leaf Hoya. So, there we go. This would be in like 2 categories. I am not, ignore the skull planter. I wanted to put something in a skull. I'm not a skull person, but I think like every so often a skull can be fun. And I had originally, I think I saw it at Michael's, there was a skull with mushrooms coming out of it. I didn't manage to get that one. I found this one instead. Obviously the one with mushrooms is cooler, but we're here for the Hoya. So I would say one of the problems that I have with this specific Hoya and its location is ever since I got it, started growing it, and potted it, I haven't repotted it. And then it's kind of like deep down in here, if you see that. So unfortunately, as you can see right there, I thought I was keeping up on it recently. It dries out a bit, but that's because it's my care. I really should repot it, otherwise this would be a lot bigger. It has, I don't know how many times it has dried out because I need to give it a bigger pot. But I think that this is really fun, and I should just try to maybe look for a different Hoya to put in here, even though this is obviously really goofy and fun. But the ETS10, I love it. It's the small leaf, and it's just under grow lights. But I love that all that silver on it. I love all that splash. I think it's getting a little sun stressing, so there's like a slight, is it not on the bottom shelf? But I believe these can just sun blush, like sun stress a little. I don't think that they're one of those that you are really supposed to be doing that with, but I have tried. This is about as close as I've gotten to getting it to sun stress, but maybe I'm just harassing it. But I really enjoy the ETS10. This is so pretty to me. Everyone should have this. It really is easygoing, and I clearly neglect it a lot. So It's good, it neglects, it will dry out, but it doesn't die. So, speaking of Hoyas, they can handle a lot of neglect. This is my Diversifogia. I have complained about this Hoya before in my Hoya collection, the part 2 of the tour. So this is, I play the ABCs, my own personal little game, like a Hoya for every letter of the alphabet, and this is my D letter, but now I have like a Daiki chicken farm. The thing about it, so this, I feel like this is getting a little sun stressing. It's not supposed to sun stress, but you know, it's growing towards the grow light, and if you can tell, it is getting some color, getting a little bit different color than the old growth. But this is supposed to be a splash, and I really, really do enjoy the splash that's on it, because you know, sometimes they don't grow out as splashy, but it definitely gets the pretty splash, and I love that. It's just the growth pattern of this Hoya. I really dislike the growth pattern. And people told me when I made that video, they're like, just trellis the Hoya. None of my Hoyas I trellis. The only the closest version of trellising them is just growing up this and then kind of like cutting and arranging it. But I have decided I am going to propagate this Hoya because I love this variegation. I'm going to propagate this Hoya. I love these leaves. Like, this is so beautiful to me. I shouldn't, just because I was very tempted to toss this recently because I just neglect it so much. It's like behind a door in a corner and it has dried out. This should be bigger. This should be substantially bigger. It grows, it gets a vine going, like 3 feet long, and then it dries out. Like, I've had this for years, and I don't take the best care of it because I'm not a fan of the growth pattern on it. But I have recently made the executive decision, that's so pretty, that I'm going to cut, you know, all the beautiful splash on this. Maybe not all of it, but I'm going to cut the beautiful splash, and I am going to try and propagate this and put it on a trellis, even though I really don't want it. It'll be the only one. The only one I'll do that with. So, a Hoya that I feel like, you know, I've talked about a lot in my mind. I'm pretty sure I have because I really like it. This is the Wilbur Graves China. So, Carnosa Wilbur Graves China. This is just like the most delicious looking splash to me. I love it. It reminds me of cookies and cream ice cream. It's just so tasty. I recently finally did the thing because it had grown long and I want it to, you know, fluff out and get bigger. So I trimmed the end of it so it would stop. But now I'm really like contemplating just propagating this piece. There's a little bit of space. Maybe even propagating that leaf. So then so that would be 3 different plants in one pot. I'm thinking of doing that. So I will probably propagate it. This is a very easygoing, it's a Carnosa, and it has beautiful variegation. Right? Yeah, splash. I mean, splash is variegation, right? It's just so pretty. And I made this a monthly favorite. I love this one. It's beautiful. The Obavada Splash. I think this is just delightful. Here is the full scale of the plant. I feel like there are definitely leaves that have all that good splash. That is beautiful. And then you'll get leaves, like this. There's splash on that, but and this is obviously a new leaf coming in, but it seems like this vine maybe, I don't know, like some of these leaves I know have gotten more light and then they come in splashy, and then some of these have more light and come in less splashy. I'm not sure if I've really like figured out what, it seems so random for me with this. That's like, who doesn't want that? It's round. Ah, I love round leaf Hoya. This is so delicious. I love how round. I can't get over it, and I just want to repeat it. It is beautiful to me. and Theodora. So it has, let's see if I can show you. I don't want to break any of the leaves. These leaves are so precious. I feel like they start to come in and fall off. This is such a sensitive plant. There's this leaf, and if you can see, like the one in the back, that is unique splash variegation. Whatever's happening back here, I have no idea. I don't mind it, but you know, I'm here for the splash. But I would like to show something that I find interesting that I'm sure other people are aware of. I watered this beast yesterday and now I am suffering the consequence. It is heavy. So this is the regular obovata. And you know, one of the amazing features with the regular obovata is it throws out some splash. Even on like the more plain leaves, kind of like was it like Diversifogia? It still has like some splash on each leaf. It just, you know, some leaves are the desired. So I find that interesting. I mean, I really like that, but at the same time, I still really wanted a higher splash, supposedly more consistent. Yeah, the regular obovata has splash too, but I mean, it doesn't come out as consistently as these. So in my mind, the regular obovata, which hurts to say, is like the poor man's substitute for the splash obovata, because the regular one is still extremely lovely, and this will do the occasional undesirable thing of throwing out not as splashy. You can have ones like that. But these are, you know, the top 5 Splash Hoyas in my collection, and I have way more splash. It was just hard to narrow it to 5 and then not keep crossing different Hoyas altogether. I mean, there's the pubic calyx splash, so there are so many more different types. It's like, I even thought about it. I was like, maybe I should just do a full splash collection, but I just tried to do like the top 5. So they're so pretty. Splash. That's my goal this year, is to get a lot of to not get plain green Hoyas. That's my goal so far. Thanks.